My name's Jay McInnes. I work out at Treasure Coast CrossFit in beautiful Sebastian, Florida.
And why did you decide to do the challenge?
I decided to do the challenge. For me, mostly, I've never done a diet in my entire life. I've worked out with CrossFit. I've heard very good things about Paleo, and when this challenge came along, I decided that I would say, hey, I can do anything for 9 weeks. So I went ahead with the challenge. First week was rather interesting for me with this challenge. However, after a few bumps in the road, the energy levels started to creep up. The cravings began to get less and less from the prior food that I was eating. And when I say prior food, I ate the worst food that anyone could eat, but I also ate good food, but I never really gained a lot of weight. But I just wanted to cut out a lot of the preservatives and the bad food that was in the frozen pizzas, the TV dinners, and go to more of a natural diet with the vegetables, with the meat, because I love all those types of food. And being someone who's a former cook, it allowed me to get back in the kitchen and do what I enjoy to do, and really take lots of vegetables and meat, fruits, and really just put that flavor into context and really make some very creative dishes and go very well with this diet. So
you were pretty healthy and pretty fit before. So what were the biggest changes that you've noticed over the past 9 weeks?
By far the biggest change is sleeping. My sleeping pattern has, I was someone who did not sleep well at night. I would wake up several times in the morning. I would be a little bit groggy, but I would slow down a little bit in the afternoon, and then I work a very stressful job. I do lots of hours, so I would notice that being tired would sometimes stress me out a little bit at work. But as this challenge went on, especially into week 2, I noticed really by accident, I woke up one morning and said, it's light out. Something's wrong. I slept through the night. And I was really taken back by that, and I said, something strange has happened. Let me see if I can repeat this another night. And as the nights went on, I began to get much better sleep, many more hours of sleep, which actually helped me throughout the day, carry myself better through the day, be a better manager for my technicians through the day, because as less stressed as I was better to help them and aid them through work, and it's made me a better person all around.
How has your performance been at the gym?
My performance at the gym, I would say, has been very great. It's been good, very well. Biggest things I've noticed mostly is strength. Being able to do the lifts, and especially the power lifts, with more control, more mobility, less pain in the back, and being able to keep form much better, because with the loss of weight also became more strength within the muscles itself, and I credit that to just eating better and healthier.
What was the hardest thing about the challenge?
Hardest thing about the challenge for me was probably the first couple of days when I realized that I have to do this for 9 weeks. Psychologically, I've never have done anything like this. So the first 48 hours I thought, am I going to be able to make this? Because someone like myself could eat anything they wanted. I could eat any food I wanted to eat. I could eat 25 chicken wings at 8 o'clock at night and be eating Doritos at 10:30 before I go to bed with some Publix ice cream on top of that. So that was the type of person that I was, and then realizing I had to discipline myself very strictly. However, I think it's one of the best things I've ever done, because by disciplining myself, I began to eat more and more vegetables and more fruits that I thought that I have not eaten in a long time, and did not realize how much flavor is in these vegetables and in these fruits. And with that, it just became a domino effect to begin to try more fruits and vegetables, and it became just an excellent thing to do throughout this challenge.
What would you say to somebody who's thinking about doing something like this?
My response would be to do it and to not sell yourself short, and should not be an answer. It should be done, and you should do it with enthusiasm, and set a goal, and don't set your goals too far out. Set yourself every couple of day goals. Plan your meals. That's one of the biggest important things, is write down what you're going to get from the store. Plan your meals before you go to the store. Do not be at first discouraged, because you're going to see things that may be a little bit more of an increase in price. However, you're going to avoid all the aisles in between, the frozen aisles, the canned good aisles. You're going to avoid all that. Your main aisles in the grocery store should be the meat, and the produce section. And you're going to find that when you go to the grocery store, you're not spending as much time there. It's going to make your life a little easier to get in and out. And don't sell yourself short. Don't be afraid to experiment with the food, and you will make it taste good. And one of the biggest advices I could give is just don't overspice your food, and it'll be delicious.